Alrighty. So now that Three Kingdoms is done, no, releasing no more DLC. Fates Divided was the last one. I actually been meaning to make this video for a while, but I never got around to it. But yeah. Here's my. This is what I personally want for a for the next game, because that's definitely happening. They've pretty much confirmed that. It's in no particular order. It's just a compilation of stuff that I want personally. Um, yeah. So the first thing I have here is a it, once again it's in no particular order. It's not in like important order. It's just whatever I came up with. So naval battles. I'm not talking about like the ones in Shogun 2. I mean maybe actually. Like I didn't like those ones, but at least they were there, you know. Like I didn't have to like auto resolve naval battles like I do here. Maybe like, but for the next game, maybe the naval battles could be like kind of like that, except like maybe the more depth to them instead of like boats colliding, like in Shogun 2. Because it took forever to do anything. Let's be honest. But maybe like a kind of battle where it's like half naval, half land. Like you could land land your troops on the land if you wanted to, or you could like transition onto a boat. That I think that'd be pretty cool. Or maybe the boat can land and have more troops. I don't know. But yeah. So speaking of that, more ship types. Like maybe ships that have like I don't know, like ships that aren't just like transport ships basically. Maybe ships that have like fire on them or whatever. And naval battles that aren't just. I mean, I think this part is kind of like impossible to do, but naval battles that aren't just like complete blank map with just water. I want like terrain, you know. Another thing, characters, unique characters that aren't that. I mean, they can have like unique items, but I still want like the regular items to be like important. So like, not all of them gotta have like unique unique items because every unique character I think has unique armor at the very least. But in the future, not all of them have to have unique armor and stuff. Like because then it'll just defeat the purpose of like the regular items. There'd be no point to the regular items at that point, right? Um, let's see. More story events. Like this, I want the events to like be able to like you could play out the events, like actually play them out. Like for example, like Sun Jian's ambush. Instead of just having the event be like, oh yeah, he gets ambushed in the forest, killed by arrows, it's over. If you're playing as either of those factions, you get to like actually play that event. Like if you're playing Sun Jian's faction, you get to like actually play out the ambush if you choose to go down that route, and then you could change the story by actually playing the event instead of being like, oh yeah, I don't want to go there, so I get to have him live. um, on top of that, more cutscenes related to said events, right? Or and on top of that, maybe like more cutscenes related to spying. Um, a new another thing, a new game engine. Game engine would be New game engine would be the biggest reason I think, right? It would be the biggest reason to like buy the new game. Otherwise, like I don't know, a new game engine. Yeah. On top of the gameplay stuff, the AI. not cheating. Because the higher difficulty you go, the harder the AI cheats. The AI doesn't actually get like better at the game. The AI just cheats. Like, want the AI to like actually get better and smarter at the game instead of like getting more bonuses and more morale and all that stuff. Um, Multiplayer. I'm not sure if this is already a thing or not, but all the events and missions should be able to happen in multiplayer. Because I know missions at the very least don't happen in multiplayer. I don't know about events, but both of them should be able to be should be able to happen. Maybe like have an option to turn it on or not. Mountain battles, definitely lowest. If I had to put it on a list, it'd be the lowest one because I don't think it's gonna happen. But it would be pretty cool to fight on a mountain pass, even though it would just be one giant funnel. Um, Maybe the retinue, maybe armies that are four retinue size instead of three. I don't know. I think that would make it pretty interesting. Um, a bigger map, maybe going to the north, further past to China. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. I think that was in the plans, but never got around to it. A map going to Korea as well. Just bigger map in general. Um, Buildings, more defensive buildings, like more military buildings. You know how you have those buildings that like give you more garrison? Maybe you have that, more buildings that do that are kind of like that, except you build them like anywhere instead of like just on the city. Like you set up like little encampment without an army. I don't know. I don't think I think that that'll be kind of broken, but that'll be pretty cool to have. An actual 220 start date as well. This game is called Three Kingdoms. Three. I mean, I don't like. I personally wouldn't play on it, but it'd just be nice to have. Um, Yellow Turban Rebellion. They're. I think when they're played, when the AI is playing as them, they're kind of just like an annoyance instead of like an actual threat. Like even at max army size, it's just like, oh wow, look at all these peasants with like two morale. Um, yeah, maybe I don't know, give them like a bonus when they reach max army size. I don't know, I something to make them an actual threat. Yeah. Characters that only appear on like specific start dates, like Lady Zen, for example. Like I think you can. She only appears on like 200 start date, but there's no way to get her if you start on like 190, for example. I think the characters that appear later on, if you play long enough to that date, you should be able to have some way to get them to get to get those characters, right? Um, this doesn't include like, I mean, characters like Sima Yi and Zhuge Liang already have those events, but no one else does. Literally nobody else has those events. So that'd be pretty cool to have. But yeah, that's about it for my wish list. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's about it for my wish list. I think if I had to list the thing that I want the most, it would probably actually be like the characters thing, being able to get characters on any start date as long as you play to the date that they normally appear in, and more cutscenes and new game engine. Those are like my top three if I had to list them. New game engine just because it gave me the biggest incentive to like actually get the next game. Because the rest of the stuff on this list, you could just like yeah. What I was gonna say, for some reason the I was watching it back, got cut off. But what I was gonna say was because right now the rest of the stuff could just be added in future updates, but that one is you know not. But yeah, thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.